The title of Chapter 240 is Triple Jump Up. Nagi Seishiro falls to the ground as Itoshi Rin wraps up his spectacular performance with an insane hat trick. And with that, PXG steamrolls Manshine City 3-1, or rather, Itoshi Rin has steamrolled them. Even the genius Nagi Seishiro didn't stand a chance against the monster that Itoshi Rin has become. Destroying all that dares to stand in his way, the monster sets his sights on his next target, which is Isagiyoichi. In the next panel, Nagi tells Itoshi Rin that he keeps on getting stronger and stronger, which is amazing. So he asks him just what it is that drives him to become even stronger. Itoshi Rin doesn't get it, as Nagi should already know it at this point. It's of course to surpass Itoshi-sai and to destroy Isagiyoichi. So Nagi asks him an interesting question here, which is what happens when he accomplishes everything he desires. What will you do then? As he's still lying on the ground while laying all this as expected from the lazy genius. Rin tells him that he doesn't care. He gives an interesting example of his question, which is, what kind of baby thinks about dying when they're immediately born? Once we are born, there's only one thing to do, which is survival. It doesn't matter if there is a heaven or a hell. In his football fantasy, Rin dictates everything, just like all those who stand before him with a lukewarm attitude. He will send them straight to hell. Man, Itoshi Rin is as cold as ever, as expected of the one whose heart has got destroyed because of Itoshi-sei. We go back to the Bastard Munchin stratum now as we see the score and everything. The first goal from Bastard Munchin was from Isagi through his lefty shot. The second one was from Kaiser's bicycle kick, and the third one was from Isagi's direct shot. And the two goals were from King Baru himself. But anyway, Isagi remembers what Kaiser told him now when he proposed the challenge to him, which is to see who can score the most goals, and Isagi has won it. In this match with his bet with Kaiser, he has truly surpassed the Naked King, as he is celebrating his victory not only over Ubers, but this time specifically over Michael Kaiser. Now the announcer suddenly starts talking as the Bastard Munchin players start staring towards the announcer. The announcer tells the egoists to pay attention, and that both Match 5 and Match 6 of the Neo Egoist League have been finished. So, with that in addition to broadcasting, we will bring the results to everyone simultaneously. They will now move on to the auction rankings. Here it comes, says Raichi, while Yukimiya Kenyu does look a bit concerned. So the announcer continues with saying that currently the 29 players that have received bids from various clubs, as we see Nanase and Tokimitsu looking as well. So let's go over the rankings, first 29th to 24th place. In 29th place, we've got Nanase with a bid of 3 million yen. In 28th place, we've got Wanama with a bid of 4 million yen. In 27th place, we've got Fukaku with a bid of 5 million, and the same goes for Hiragi in 26th. In 25th place, we've got Niu with a bid of 6 million yen. In 24th place, we've got Zantetsu with a bid of 8 million yen. Nanase is relieved that he's made it. Wanama looks concerned with his 4 million rankings, though. And Zantetsu doesn't understand why his ranking is so low. And now we move on to the top 23 players who are going to be selected to represent Japan in the U20 World Cup when the Neo Egoist League is over. In 23rd place, we've got Tokimitsu with a bid of 10 million yen. So that means that the coward genius has actually done better than Zantetsu. I hope PXG has resolved his issues. But anyway, in 22nd, we've got Hayate with a bid of 13 million yen. In 21st place, we've got Darai with a bid of 15 million yen. In 20th place, we've got Raichi with a bid of 18 million yen. In 19th place, we've got Hiyori with a bid of 20 million yen, followed up by Sendao in 18th with the same bid. In 17th place, we've got Otota with a bid of 22 million yen. In 16th place, we've got Karasu with a bid of 24 million yen. In 15th place, we've actually got Shidu with a bid of 25 million yen. In 14th place, we've got Nico Ikki with a bid of 30 million yen. In 13th place, we've got Gagamaru with a bid of 32 million yen. And in 12th, we've got Corona with a bid of 24 million yen. Tokimitsu is relieved that he's in, so I don't think the issues are completely resolved with that look on his face. Raichi is very glad with his 18 million bids for his first match. Corona has gone up a bit, and Hiyori thinks that 20 million is good for now. I'll use this moment to quickly ask you guys that if you are liking my content so far and wish to support me, subscribe to the channel. Now back to the video. And now we get to the most interesting part of it all. the top 11 ranked players. In 11th place, we've got Ryu Jubei with a bid of 35 million yen. In 10th place, we've got Yukimiya Kenyu with a bid of 36 million yen, representing Ajax. In 9th place, we've got Ryo Makaj with a bid of 36 million yen, which has gone down from the previous one because of the embarrassment in the PXG match. In 8th place, we've got Oliver Aiku with a bid of 38 million yen. 7th place goes to Nagise Shiro with a bid of 43 million yen, which has also gone down from last time. Itoshi Rin robbed some of their money, which is quite funny. Ryo has realized it himself as well that their value is lower than last time. Nagi told Ryo that it can't be helped because they were trash today. Ryo tells Nagi that they need to score goals in order to increase their value, so let's switch gears as the egoists are about to go wild in the next game. In 6th place, we've got the dark horse Kunigami Rensuke with a bid of 50 million, which is kind of questionable to say the least. Followed up by our princess Chigiri Hyoma in 5th place with a bid of 50 million as well. Chigiri asks Kunigami to stop tagging along with him as a result. In 4th place, we've gotten Bachira Maguru with a bid of 66 million yen. And now the announcer says that we finally get to the top 3. In 3rd place, we've got Baru Shuei with a staggering bid of 130 million yen. Although Baru doesn't look too pleased with it as he feels already that Isagi has surpassed him. Which is exactly what happened because in 2nd place, tripling his previous value of 50 million yen. We have no other than Isagiyoichi, who has a current value of 150 million yen. He is very pleased with that, as you would expect. And the current number 1, the superstar who just scores a hat trick in the last match, the genius, Itoshi Sae's younger brother, Itoshi Rin with a bid of 180 million yen. Itoshi Rin truly is always one step ahead of him, surpassing him and always standing in his way. And Michael Kaiser has received a new offer as well. It's from the Spanish giants Real Madrid, who has offered Michael Kaiser a bid of a staggering 320 million yen. It's the same club as Itoshi Sae is in as well. The strongest club in the world is prepared to steal Kaiser away from bastard Munchen. And now we get to Ness, his pet dog, as he is looking very hyped up because of Kaiser's new bid celebrating his success. He tells Kaiser that right now, he's one step closer to becoming the best striker in the world, and that it was worth placing in the Neo-Egoist League. Ness wonders if Kaiser will become Real Madrid's ace. But Kaiser tells him to shut up and that he's a freaking idiot. Ness doesn't get it, but Kaiser doesn't care about his 320 million bet at all, nor does he care about Real Madrid either. Because right now, he calls himself a trash player who is inferior to Isagiyoichi as he's scratching his neck. There's no way in hell that Kaiser is going to let it end like this. He will destroy Isagi just like Itoshi Rin is planning to do, but will they succeed is the question at hand here. Isagi tells himself that to the world, he's only worth half as much as Kaiser, and actually even less than that. He couldn't even surpass Itoshi Rin either, so he's only second. So the match against PXG is his last match, and his final chance he's going to get at it to surpass both Itoshi Rin and Michael Kaiser. He's done being the third wheel here to these monsters. So what Isagi wants is the throne in order to get closer to becoming the best player in the world. Despite increasing their value, the top 3 remain unsatisfied. As the 3 rivals vow to destroy each other, the stage is set for the epic showdown between the 2 unbeaten teams, which are PXG and Bastard Munchen. To be continued in Chapter 241, Takuan and Nato. If you resonate with my content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.